Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am a proud father, a certified family mediator, and unfortunately, I have been caught up in never-ending legal battle in family court at the 19th Judicial St. Lucie in Florida. Today I wanted to share with you how I managed to survive the past 7 years, despite facing numerous false accusations and being subjected to malicious prosecution, orchestrated through the misuse of governmental power and the deployment of dirty and unethical tactics by attorneys. Before we dive in, I wanted to make it clear that I am not an attorney. The information I provide in this video should not be taken as legal advice. It's purely for information purpose. So let's get it started. If you are facing with a family dispute, one thing that I would always try to do, and you should try, and when people talk to me, I tell them, I say smart people, that's what they do, is to try to resolve the problem that you have, the conflict that you have, the family conflict that you have in a control environment. What I mean by a control environment, a control environment is where you both are in control or the outcome, such as mediation or collaborative law. If you can try to initiate this process early on to prevent further conflicts, that could have negative emotional and financial impacts on both of you and your children. So you don't want to engage in litigation because that is going to get emotional and financial impact on both of you and your children. However, if you already attempted those methods and the other party insists on fighting, possibly due to the underlying mental health issues, it's crucial for you to protect yourself and seek assistance. Remember, in this video, my hope is that you will gain a better understanding of your options and use this knowledgeable for a positive purpose. Additionally, it's absolutely crucial for you to prioritize the protection of yourself and your children throughout the challenging process that you will be facing. Your well-being and the well-being of your children should always be the forefront of your actions and decisions. By taking necessary measures to safeguard their emotions and physical safety, you can navigate this difficult situation with greater resilience and strength. Remember, seeking appropriate support and guidance is essential to ensure the best possible outcome for you and your children. Let me jump on with my experiences. During my years of representing myself in court, I encountered numerous challenges. One major hurdle was dealing with the emotion involved that comes with being personally invested in the case. It is essential to recognize that our emotions can sometimes hinder our ability to make sound decisions. To overcome this, I made a conscious effort to approach the situation from an outsider perspective. I sought different options and viewpoints to gain a more objective and understanding of the circumstances. If possible, I highly recommend setting aside some funds to consult with an expert family law attorney for at least 1 hour and pay for it. I know you probably can't afford an attorney to represent you, but at least you can do is trying to get, little by little some information that's going to be beneficial for you. This can provide valuable insight and guidance specific to your case. Additionally, conducting through research by gathering information from reputable online sources and material provided by other attorneys can be helpful. However, exercise caution and ensure that you fully comprehend the content you're reading, as it may not always provide the exactly assistance you require. Perfect example is you might understand that this is applied to your case and it doesn't, and that happens all the time. Remember, maintaining a balanced approach by continuing professional advice with independent research can increase your chances of navigating the family court system more effective. Another valuable strategy I adopt was to communicate solely through text or email. This approach can greatly assist in managing your interactions with the other party. There are several apps available such as Talking Parents or Family Wizard, which can be utilized as well to document and track all communication between you and the other parent, or even between you and the attorney by using emails. Don't talk verbally with attorneys. By relying on writing communication, you create a clear record of conversations, reducing the risk of misunderstanding or disputes about what was said. It also provides a level of accountability for both parties involved. Keeping a documented trail of all correspondence can be immensely helpful when presenting evidence or addressing any potential conflicts that may arise during the legal process. Remember to use these communication platforms responsibly and respectfully. Stick to the facts and avoid engaging in unnecessary arguments or emotional exchanges. Effectively documenting of your communication can be valuable assets in maintaining a level heading approach in protecting your interests. Okay, now, when it comes to child exchanges, I found beneficial to establish a specific location for those exchanges. In cases where there is no school involved, there's no school date, the school is not in session, it's good for you to arrange to either come into your home, or you pick up from the other side's home, or a place that you will have some kind of a control between the interaction between you and the other parent. Also, I recommend that you will have the pickup and drop off as much as you can when it's a school time in school. That way you don't have to have any interactions with the other parent. If you have some special events that you're going to be attending, like graduation, something, or whatever, therapist, doctor appointments, or whatever, you may want to buy something like this, which I purchased myself. It's a camera, and I put it here on my chest, and I have a video of myself at all times with the interaction with the other side. And this is a reason because a lot of people get accused falsely of harassing, of a whole bunch of other terrible things that sometimes it doesn't happen, but it gets squeezed in to court, and those things are detrimental for yourself. Especially, you're going to be having the sense there's no justice once those things happen to you. And it happens to a lot of people, believe it or not. Additionally, I would strongly suggest considering using surveillance cameras in your home, because that would also manage some sort of a documenting the exchange with your children, or also false accusations. Okay, so let me talk to you guys now specifically when you are representing yourself and you are dealing with the other party's attorney. It is critical to maintain written communication to protect yourself and ensure clarity in your interaction. By documenting correspondence, you created a paper trail that can be referenced if any disputes or misunderstandings arise. It is unfortunately but true that some attorneys may resort to unethical tactics in order to gain an advantage for their client. It is important not to fall for those tactics and to be vigilant in recognizing and responding to them appropriately. One common tactic is scheduling a hearing without your knowledge or consent. Stay proactive in keeping track of all court dates and filing to avoid being caught off guard. One way to do this, go to your docket on your court system online and see if there's any hearing. Call the courthouse, and always trying to keep a track and see if there's anything being scheduled, anything's being filed, and see what's being filed in your case, because sometimes this is what they do. If you encounter such situations, consult with your own attorney or seek legal advice to address the issues promptly. Beware that some attorneys may selectively present information in a way that distorts the truth. They may combine true statements with unrelated or false information, creating a misleading narrative that could influence the outcome of a hearing or a court proceedings. Stay diligent and ensure that you provide accurate and complete information during your own legal representations to counteract any potential misrepresentations. Remember, being aware of these tactics and documenting your interaction, you can protect yourself in case. Consult with a professional if necessary to navigate the challenges effectively. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes they come into court, they say something that is true, and you even confirm, yeah, that is true. And then they throw in something in the middle of that is not true. And they say, well, you see, he already confirmed this and this and that, and they slide that in, okay? So make sure that you respectfully object to those things. Learn how to do it. Learn your objections. You're going to have to learn those things if you're representing yourself, and do it in the proper manner. Also, you're going to figure that out by studying and have advice of an attorney. It comes one of the most important things for you to have. I should have even mentioned before. It's highly advisable to have a court reporter present during any hearings. Having a court reporter ensures an accurate and impartial record of all proceedings, including statements made, arguments presented, and decisions rendered by the court. The presence of a court reporter acts as a safeguard to keep all parties accountable and maintain transparency during the hearing. It discourages any potential misrepresentation or falsehood from being introduced into the official records. Additionally, having a verbatim transcript can be invaluable if you need to file an appeal or review the proceedings at a later stage. When scheduling the hearing, is crucial to arrange for a court reporter in advance. Check the requirements and procedures of the specific court reporter to ensure compliance and to secure the service of a professional court reporter. By having a court reporter present, you can ensure an accurate and complete record of proceedings, helping to protect your rights and interests throughout the legal process. In conclusion, it is important not to judge or disrespect the judge, regardless of any perceived injustice you have experienced. While it can be incredibly frustrating to receive unfair treatment, allow your ego to take control will not benefit your case or bring about a resolution. I understand that you may have faced challenging situations such as orders being signed with false information or hearings being held without your presence, which can be distressing. However, it is essential to maintain composure and seek alternative actions rather than reactions disrespectfully in court. Consulting an attorney experienced in appeals can be one of the most effective ways to address injustice that occur in a lower court, including family court. An experienced appeal attorney can review your case, identify potential errors or legal grounds for an appeal, and guide you through the process of seeking fair resolution. By taking a strategy and respectful approach, you can better navigate the system and increase your chance of rectifying any perceived injustice. Remember, seeking professional legal advice is crucial for understanding your options and pursuing the appropriate course of action. In my personal experience, I have unfortunately encountered instances where orders were signed with false information or hearings were conducted without my presence. This situation can be incredibly frustrating and may result in a sense of injustice. However, it is important to handle these challenges in a respectful manner and refrain from judging or disrespecting the judge involved. Last year, I faced tremendous injustice, including orders that contain inaccuracy and hearings held in my absence. In addition, substantial amount of money were awarded to my former wife's attorney, further intensifying my frustration. Although my initial instinct might have been to express my anger openly, I have come to realize that there are more productive ways to address these issues with the court system. Rather than reacting disrespectfully in court, I have chosen to pursue alternative actions. Consulting with an attorney experienced in handling appeals can prove to be one of the most effective in fighting against injustice that occur in your lower court, such family court. By seeking the guidance of an experienced appeal attorney, they can carefully review cases, identify potential errors, legal grounds for appeals, and guide you through the process, necessary steps to take a fair resolution. It is critical to maintain composure, seek professional advice, and approach the situation strategically when faced with orders or hearings that seems unfair. By doing so, we can navigate the system with integrity and increase our chances of rectifying any perceived injustice. Other ways that you may be able to file complaints, but get an advice from an attorney before you do that, and be in mind that filing complaints against judges and things like and other people does not help you with the outcome of your case. However, you should be able to be advised by a professional if something like that is probably recommended. In conclusion, it is evidence that family legal system is in need of reform. It is crucial for us to unite and collectively voice our concerns to politicians, urging them to take action. Our children deserve a better system that prioritizes their well-being and ensure fairness and justice for all parties involved. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Together, let's us work together towards advocating for positive changes within family legal system, striving to create a more equitable and supportive environment for our children and families. Thank you.